Now, regardless of who the devil in Malacanang is or will be, life should go on, I guess. Life does go on. So let me touch on some more personal shit in today's take. The kid has just finished kindergarten and will be moving on to her big school come August. But what they say about kids is true. They grow up so fast. I often joke about shoving her back into her mom in hopes of turning her back into a baby version of herself because, uh, cuter, smaller, more manageable. Anyway, a week or so ago, the kid rushed up to us. She giddily opened her mouth and poked at her lower middle incisor. It was her first wobbly tooth. Somewhere in the many Netflix shows that she's watching right now, she must have stumbled upon the concept of the tooth fairy because she was raving about how she's going to be rich when her wobbly tooth finally falls out. And yesterday, she and her new ate went to the wife in the middle of work, and our help was a tad worried, saying that the kid yanked her wobbly tooth out on her own. Quite gutsy, actually. Impressive. The kid, however, just sported the smug face as her ate reported that episode to her mom. She's won the kid lottery. I think the tooth fairy will get her tooth and leave her some money in return. The wife and I do indulge the little one's imagination. As an only child, she does have to rely on it quite heavily to keep her busy and to stave off bouts of loneliness. It's tough being an only child. And dashing that imagination by saying that the tooth fairy is not real seems a bit cruel. Though I wonder if letting these delusions go on for long would have a more negative effect down the line. My sister, my ate, still has some trust issues in adult life after discovering that the only fat man in Christmas was none other than our dad. And unlike Santa, who we all imagine to be, this jolly, bearded, white-haired white guy saying ho ho ho, the fat guy in our home with presents was, short, dark-skinned, and reeked of hope cigarette smoke. I have to admit that sometimes indulging the kid can be a struggle for me. Since she skipped senior nursery, I sometimes forget the fact that she's just 5 years old, even though she'll be starting grade one real soon. So the kid wrapped her tooth in tissue paper and stashed it underneath her pillow, chanting slash singing, "Tooth fairy will give me money," all afternoon yesterday. So the wife and I had to plan our switcheroo. We both agreed that this can be part of teaching her about financial literacy at an early age. We had to figure out how much money we'll dole out. We don't want to be quite extravagant and hand her thousands of pesos for a single tooth. And she might think that she would have to lose all of her teeth to get, a lot of money. The kid said she wanted paper money and coin money, so I just blurted out, pwede na siguro yung 25. Thinking that 20 is the smallest bill these days. And we happen to have one of those newer, many-sided 5 peso coin. Yung throwback coin, like the 2 peso coin with the coconut at the back that were popular, when we were kids. The kid still hasn't grasped the concept of cost and prices just yet. So, it left us wondering if there's anything a kid can buy with 25 pesos these days. Yeah, so a big FU to our economic managers who basically complicated parenting by letting our economy get into the shitter. Because I struggle to think of anything that the kid likes that would cost, 25 pesos. Obviously not a toy. She wouldn't be able to buy a toy from the mall with that amount. So a quick price check, revealed that at least, the smallest Hello Panda pack is around 22 pesos. So at least the next time we go to the grocery or if it's available in the neighborhood sari-sari store, there's something that she likes that she can consider buying with her tooth fairy money. And she'll be within her means. The wife, the ninja that she is, made the switch while tucking the kid in bed last night. The kid found her money stash this morning, and boy, did it put her in a really good mood early on. Amazingly, she was able to add the values of her paper and coin money to know that she's now, 25 pesos richer. Now, she's hounding me for chores that she can do. Apparently, the wife told her that she can get more money by doing chores, which is a good thing because we don't want her attributing that the only way that she could get money is by losing teeth. So it seems that the kid's been bitten by the money bug. So I humored her over breakfast by going over some money facts. I think somewhere in my spiel, I told her that she can save her money and even give it back to her mom so that the wife can reinvest it in stocks and funds. Not fully revealing that all of the aguinaldo and the monetary gifts that she's been receiving since she was a baby has been properly invested in a fund to her name. So at least we get to teach her principles of the value of hard work and its relationship to money. At least the more cynical ideas about money we could reserve at a later time. Anyway, so our journey with teaching the kid the value of money begins, and yeah, I still can shake off the fact that considering that we're in an economic crunch, I think it's high time that we adults should be reviewing some money principles too.